news. An historic storm is about to make landfall, Hurricane Sandy.
No doubt about it, Sandy is definitely a huge storm, and we should start to feel Sandy late Sunday night with some light rain, but you can see that core of strong winds. The shading of red and orange here makes a beeline kind of straight towards Long Island and New York City.
On October 29th, 2012, Hurricane Sandy made landfall in the tri-state area, bringing wind gusts in excess of 75 miles per hour and storm surge that inundated much of the New York and New Jersey coasts, compromised critical infrastructure, and caused more than $50 billion in damages. Hurricane Sandy is believed to have produced the highest waves ever recorded in the western Atlantic. However, a storm of such magnitude calls for a response and recovery effort of equal, if not greater, proportions. In that regard, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers' New York District has spent the last decade working tirelessly to repair impacted projects, conduct feasibility studies designed to increase resiliency, and construct new coastal storm risk reduction projects designed to help mitigate damages from future storms that could threaten the residents of the tri-state area. The district's Hurricane Sandy Coastal Storm Risk Reduction Program is a $6 billion comprehensive portfolio that required repair and restoration of 8 existing projects, most of which were substantially completed by December 2014, less than 18 months after construction began in July 2013, at a cost of $242 million. The district also rebuilt its Caven Point Marine Terminal, which was completely destroyed by Hurricane Sandy, providing a state-of-the-art facility for its drift collection fleet, who played a key role in helping to reopen the harbor following the storm's impact. While the immediate response was underway, New York District also kept a close eye on the future, with large teams of personnel from all facets of the organization working on long-term construction projects to help increase resiliency to better prepare communities for future storms. Using a series of risk reduction measures that included beach replenishment, seawall construction, and groin work, to name a few, New York District was able to complete projects in Long Beach, Fire Island to Moriches Inlet, Coney Island, downtown Montauk in New York, as well as Elberon to Lock Arbor in New Jersey. These projects have added significant amounts of resiliency to the communities they serve and critical infrastructure such as hospitals, emergency evacuation roads, and mass transit systems. In the wake of Hurricane Sandy's impact, New York District has made significant progress, completing flood risk reduction projects designed to aid residents of the tri-state area. However, the job is far from done. 9 additional projects were authorized through the Hurricane Sandy Supplemental Bill, 6 of which are currently in progress. In Rockaway, New York District is currently working on a comprehensive coastal storm risk reduction project that includes construction of a seawall as well as new and extended groins with beach restoration and renourishment along the Atlantic Ocean shorefront. New York District also continues to make good progress along the coastline of Long Island with its Fire Island to Montauk Point project, a comprehensive initiative designed to manage the risks of coastal storm damage and sea level rise for barrier islands and Back Bay communities on Long Island's South Shore, while at the same time preserving natural resources. In addition to its Fire Island to Montauk Point project, New York District is also hard at work on a project designed to protect the Montauk Point Lighthouse, a National Historical Landmark. Commissioned by George Washington and built in 1776, the lighthouse will undergo an upgrade to portions of its structure to increase protective measures given its close proximity to the ocean, ensuring it remains a beacon for everyone to see for years to come. New York District is also hard at work on the Minish Park project in New Jersey. The first phase of the project is complete, and additional phases of the project will see construction of a 9,200-foot waterfront walkway, as well as park facilities, plazas, and landscaping. New York District is also still hard at work in Port Monmouth, where the Corps is using a series of contracts to construct levees, flood walls, tide gates, pump stations, terminal groins, dunes, and beach nourishment. Future work includes the construction of coastal storm risk reduction projects for the South Shore of Staten Island in New York, and Union Beach and Passaic Tidal in New Jersey, All of this work reinforces New York District's commitment to do everything in its power to help the residents of the tri-state not only recover from the effects of Hurricane Sandy, but position themselves as better equipped to deal with future storms. It's been a tremendously productive decade, but the work isn't done, meaning the men and women of New York District, working closely with our partners at the local, state, and federal levels, will continue to design, engineer, and innovate creative solutions to help the American people overcome some of the toughest challenges in the nation when it comes to coastal storm risk reduction.